Algerian President Abdelaziz Bouteflika, facing mass protests over his 20 years in power, will run in April's elections, but he had offered to step down after a year if re-elected. Abdelghani Zalani submitted President Bouteflika's nomination documents on Sunday evening, but there was no sign of Bouteflika, who remained at a hospital in Geneva. Algerian President Abdelaziz Bouteflika, facing mass protests over his 20 years in power, will run in April's elections, but he had offered to step down after a year if re-elected. The announcement, read out by Abdelghani Zalani on Bouteflika's behalf, said the president pledged to organize an early election. But as after his comments, new anti-government protests broke out late at night in the capital and other cities, drawing in thousands. Several hundreds of mainly young men marched through Algiers center, where riot police were blocking some roads. The protests appeared to be mostly peaceful. Tens of thousands of protesters had been rallying throughout the day in the cities around Algeria, calling on Bouteflika not to submit election papers for the April 18 polls, the deadline for which was Sunday. Zalani arrived to submit the documents on Sunday evening, but there was no sign of Bouteflika, who Swiss television said remained at a hospital in Geneva. Just before Bouteflika's announcement, the head of the Election Commission, Abdelwahab Dabal, said all candidates must submit their candidacy papers in person. If applied, that would mean Bouteflika could not run. Bouteflika's opponents say he is no longer fit to lead, citing his health and what they call chronic corruption and a lack of economic reforms to tackle high unemployment, which exceeds 25% among people under 30. The government had played on fears among many Algerians of a return of bloodshed seen in the 1990s, when an estimated 200,000 people were killed after Islamists took up arms when the military cancelled elections they were poised to win. For iAfrica TV News, I am Fatoumata Jaju.